Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. 4 hours ago, Mail News released the arrest of Allison Holker of 2018. 4 hours ago. We're going to review the tapes, find out what's going on, break this thing down. It appears that in 2018, Allison Holker was arrested for public intoxication. Public intoxication, guys. So we got to review the tapes. That's all we got to do. We're going to do that right after this.
Yo, nigga, about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yeah. True man, I'm free. I wake up a new episode. I pop out clean and skip me up a level though. She talk to me like I'm not me. I get it though. Yeah. I'm so eclectic, on me to the credits roll. Talk down to me, they might have to send medical. I'm out the league, I'm OD, they pathetic though. Look how I move, I'm protected. Shawty so swoon in my presence. The world going through it outside, they unruly, but I keep it cool, they can't press me. I keep it pure with intention. They see what I'm on, ain't no vixen. I might like do it that top down. I keep it tuned with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid, I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Hop on that jet, had to switch to the coast. One of a kind, I've been playing that role. They pay me, they play me, I needed it for. It's real if I said I meant what I spoke. I'm legend, it's written, I shake up the city. Spin block till I'm dizzy, won't ever go broke. I'm chose, I must like do it a top down. I keep in tune with a high power. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Young nigga blessed. Big bag, manifest the sky, no stress. Keep no evil around me, can't ground me. I built it since when I had less. No hex on, God can't pause, nigga, look at how far we progress. Whatever we doing, we keeping it fluid. I don't see a thing about that paper.
Ringo TV.
Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Yo, nigga, about that paper. Put it on me, I'm blessed. Big bag, but I fix the sky, no stress. Can't ground me, I know this since when I had less. Look at how far we progress. Lord, I don't see a threat.
In other states. I have family in other states. You guys know that I live here. But I have you guys are fine without me. And I'm okay. I just don't need people to tell me where I need to go or not. I'm okay as a person by myself. As a female, I'm okay by myself. We understand that. I told 2 people before her, I was fine. Wake me up. I'm woke as I was one of the first people off that flight. After, when I was on my flight, you told them you could wake me up for a flight. You want to say it again? I could wake you up.
So how are you getting home? Are you going home now or connecting? What are you doing?
You're unconscious.
No, you're not. How much have you had to drink? It's not registering.
Oh my god, how much did you drink?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Notice the officer just asked her, how much did you have to drink? And she started flipping out. You see, guys, this is what Twitch had to deal with. These are the type of things that Stephen Twitch Boss had to deal with in that home with Allison. Now, it's interesting because, this was released 4 hours ago. So you got to think, like, why is this being released now? So shout out to the Mail News, you know what I mean, from obtaining the tapes. Because, here at Ringo TV Reactions, we enjoy the tapes because the tapes tell a lot. And being that her book drops tomorrow, it's only right that we get to see that Allison Holker was arrested. That's right. Arrested for public intoxication. Now, there's a reason why those tapes were released, because somebody from the top realized that the world need to see this. The world need to see this because she was intoxicated. The fire department came out, law enforcement, and she was just going crazy. And this is shocking to see. Very, very shocking to see. Because you would think that she would be a respectful woman that is not an alcoholic, but clearly she was. See, Allison always been an alcoholic, but she accused Twitch of being a drug addict. But yet, look at how she is in public. And this is why I said that Manny Cross is a fraud. To all Twitch fans that watch the platform, I need for you to understand that this friend that claimed to be Manny Cross is a fraud. He was never Twitch's best friend. If you study our content, we've proven that. We still got one more part 3, to do to continue the case of proving that as we review the interview that he had about 2 weeks ago. But let's get back into this awesome footage, because that's what we like over here. We love having the tapes because the tapes don't lie, right? So let's rewind it back a little bit.
So how are you getting home? Are you going home now or connecting? What are you doing? No, you're not. How much have you had to drink? Because you're not. It's not registering.
Oh my God! How much did you drink?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Do you see how she's playing the victim? Do you see how she's getting hysterical? How much did you have to drink? The officer says, because you're acting a little hysterical, like you're bugging out. Out of everybody that's in there, everybody trying to go home, everybody trying to go where they got to go, she's the only one acting crazy. This is the real Allison Holker that the world don't know, guys. This is the real Allison Holker, who is manipulative, who will play the victim, act like she's crying. Think about this, guys. She's expressing more emotion right there than she expressed for Twitch when he died. She's expressing more emotion right there than when Twitch died. Ain't that something?
Why are you kidding me?
I want to get you home to where your destination is.
I don't live here.
Okay, where are you going then? Let's get you to.
The officer's trying to give her a break. A lot of times, you guys, you be giving officers a bad rap. But as you see on the video, the officer is like, look, man, I really don't want to take you to jail. I'm trying to give you a break. Could you please cooperate? She's still going on, doing her nonsense, and it's just going to only get worse. There's only but so much they could take.
Go away!
But you're not getting it. Where do you need to be right now?
What do you mean?
Are you getting a connecting flight or are you going to some destination? You got to answer our questions.
You got to answer the officer's questions, Allison. You got to answer the questions. You just can't walk away. They can't have you at the airport drunk and just acting a fool. This is the same woman that claims she's standing up for mental health awareness and all this other stuff. She's a fraud, guys. This woman is an alcoholic, always been so. You know what I'm saying? Even Manny Cross said that it is alleged that she been an addict for a long time doing 3 forms of drugs. We're still waiting for Manny Cross to provide those receipts. He still haven't, because he's allegedly protecting Allison right now. Believe it or not, Manny Cross is working with Allison, guys. I know it's shocking. But he's working with her. He most likely allegedly got paid to stay quiet. Shh. Because for whatever reason, they made a deal under the table. Let's go.
You were so rude.
No,
Oh my God, I do not have any.
Why do you think we're still in your
Oh my
business?
God.
Because
Oh my God, I have nothing.
Listen up.
I am.
We can get rude. If you're gonna
I am not being rude. I have a
we need you to answer a few questions before we can let you go.
I grew up here in Utah. I come here to visit my family in
You know what
town.
once it is? I'm gonna have to take you to the hospital unless you can answer my
What do you
questions.
mean?
You're not
Think about this, guys. This is what Twitch had to deal with. Think about the arguments that went on in the house. Think about it, guys. She's playing the victim. You got the fire department, you got the police department. All of the resources is being used at this point to try to get this woman home safe. She don't want to comply. You know, this is what Twitch had to deal with when he was alive. Think about the nightmares that he had to deal with in this house where his woman was just belligerent and crazy and hostile. And he just couldn't take it no more, fam. Like literally, he couldn't even go nowhere because she can always play the victim and make him look like he's the aggressor.
I don't want you guys to hear any of my stuff. Go away, please. Yes, who my husband.
Can we
I
talk
have
to him? Hello? Hi, are you coming to pick up your wife? Okay, where is she flying to?
So Twitch is supposed to be on the phone right there. Right now, she's out drunk in the public. Right? Twitch is on the phone. The man that was murdered, mind you, again, on this platform, I don't know about nobody else's platform, but over here, we believe that Twitch was murdered. He didn't take his life, right? He was a good guy. He was just caught up in the system. He was caught up in the world of Hollywood. And he was around a lot of toxic people. And for whatever reason, he was an outspoken guy. They decided they're going to take him out. When you look at how Allison is carrying herself, she is capable of murder. I don't care what nobody say. Allison Holker, in my opinion, allegedly murdered Twitch. I don't care what nobody say. You could cry a river. This woman is guilty. By the pure fact, we can see her character, that she is an alcoholic, right? This is something she do. Now think about it. She's by herself and she's intoxicated. By herself. You know, normally when people drink, they hang out with other people, happy hour, family gatherings. You know, there's nothing wrong if you're in your house and you get tipsy, you probably get drunk inside your house. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're at an airport and you're by yourself and you're drunk, you're an alcoholic. This is something you do all the time. All the time. And for all we know, allegedly, she could have been drunk when she murdered Stephen Twitch Boss. Allegedly. She could have been drunk. Pulled the trigger, right? Was drunk, intoxicated, left the motel or wherever it happened, right? And then got home, went to sleep, sleeped it off, and then got up in the morning to go report it to the law. You never know how this thing played out, guys. So let's get back to this. Again, Stephen Twitch Boss is on the phone. We really can't hear him. This is an old video clip, but it's useful for content.
Pick up your wife? Okay, where is she flying to? Okay. Does she live here?
I'm sorry. Why do I matter I live here now?
We're trying to help you get there, wherever
I
there
am-
is.
This is right here. I told you. This is the first I told you that. I live. My
Can't
family
answer
is here.
hard questions instead of arguing. Answer some simple questions and you'll be on your way.
I told you I live here. I have family here.
Where are we gonna go?
I'm not being picked up here.
How are you getting home?
What are you These are not normal questions for someone.
It's not normal for people to
No.
argue with the simple questions.
These are not normal questions for someone to have a plate.
You've been unconscious on your flight.
I am not unconscious.
You were. You were
Oh my-
difficult to wake up. And we're just concerned.
He said that she was difficult to wake up, that she was unconscious and difficult to wake up, guys. So what we have here is a situation that's really bad. This woman was knocked out, unconscious, difficult to wake up. They had to call the fire department, medical, law enforcement because she was unconscious. They get her up. They're like, look, how are you going to get home? She's playing the victim, being a spoiled brat, a nuisance, spoiling everybody's day. They're showing a lot of long suffering. They're trying to be cooperative with her, but it's like she's just not getting it. You know, they're trying to give her white privilege as well, because you know how it is. You know how it is. When you have a white woman, a lot of times, and this is just sad, but she'll get special treatment, especially if she's a young woman. She'll get some special treatment. They tried to give her that. That's not working. So at this point, everybody's going to be getting fed up now. Enough is enough. You're playing with everybody's time now.
Okay. No, babe. This is insane. I was not.
Can I talk to him?
No, take your hands. You cannot touch my phone. Week or a month? What do you mean?
The simple things that we can establish that she's oriented enough to make rational decisions.
I'm on the phone with my husband. I clearly called my husband. I clearly made a rational decision. I was able to call my husband. I clearly know that Friday night I took a night rest. No, you don't take my phone. No, don't take my phone from me. You don't. That was true. Oh my God, Steven, no. You just forced me for my phone. No, don't force me.
Stand up.
No! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Steven! I'm being forced! Steven! Oh my God! Steven, what are you gonna do me?
Hey.
I haven't done anything! Oh my God! Steven, oh my God! I haven't done anything!
Okay, you're being detained for public intoxication
I'm not!
and disorderly
Oh my God.
conduct, okay?
I am not!
Public intoxication and disorderly conduct. Take her ass to jail.
Oh my God! Oh my God, I'm dying! Oh, these are simple questions. I have never done.
And you know, this is exactly how she's gonna look when she get indicted, you know, pretty much for the murder of Stephen Twitchball. She's gonna be doing the same thing. See, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna come a time when it's gonna all come out. I know a lot of you probably don't believe it, but I'm telling you, Allison Holker, in my humble opinion, with all the research that I've done, I am convinced that she had something to do with the death of Stephen Twitchballs. This video it brings so much evidence to her character, how she act when she drinks. Ain't no telling what went on in that house on that fateful morning.
Anything. Oh my God. Oh my God. I have never done.
Don't make it worse.
Keep walking. No. Guys. No, I haven't done anything. Oh my God. I didn't do anything.
Got her.
I knew I came here for a baby shower. Just
She said something about she came here for a baby shower.
my first baby. And I was supposed to leave the same night. That's the only reason.
And you have to wonder why she's traveling alone and not with Stephen. It's because it's like he already know. He knows she get drunk. This is not something that's like just happened. This is not a situation that's just now started. Stephen didn't travel because he said, look, I don't want to be out in public with her because she gets crazy like this. Again, we know her from watching her dance with Twitch. But the truth is, what we're seeing here, this is the real Allison Holker. She's the one that is allegedly on drugs. She's the one that been popping pills. And, more information could come out if this alleged friend of Twitch would actually release the tapes, release the info. But he haven't done it yet because he's protecting Allison. Manny Cross has double-crossed Stephen Twitch Balls because up to now, he didn't release the tapes of her with the phone call. He didn't release that. He didn't release the fact that he knows someone who alleged that Allison used 3 forms of drugs. And he published this on social media. And up to now, he haven't brought out any receipts. And in the court of public opinion, we go by receipts. We want to see those tapes. We want to see the information that we can verify that she used these drugs, because if she did, she's not supposed to be representing anyone in terms of mental health or people that are struggling with depression and all of that other stuff when she's also an addict herself. And this is just a situation to make the world know the truth. This is Allison Holker right here. The real Allison Holker. And keep in mind, while she's crying, it's all fake tears because she does the same thing today. She never shed one tear for Stephen Twitch Balls. Think about that, guys. This is a sad situation, man, when you really think about it. She's at the airport, drunk, intoxicated, and this is in 2018. 2018. Now, you have to ask, why would the Daily Mail pretty much bring this out? 4 hours ago, guys. What and why would they bring that out? Let me see if I can go back to their website and kind of read up a few things. I'm not going to show anything on the screen. I'm just going to kind of read it from their website. It says, Allison Holker's arrest video from 2018. Let me see, wait. Okay. Allison Holker's arrest video from 2018, in which she was arrested for public intoxication and disorderly conduct, has finally been released. Now, notice, has finally been released. Now, you have to ask yourself the question, guys, like, why? Why? Why the tapes were finally released? Who made that happen? Could it be all the work that's being done on the case that is getting people at the top to do some research, to do some background on her, to bring out more material for us to review? Because, sometimes the industry will throw you some info so that you can bring it out. You see, Daily Mail understand content creators that speak were able to get the word out. I was just walking through these YouTube streets, and I have a habit of just doing a daily search. And when I was searching, I see this pop up. I'm like, oh, what do we have here? Look-a here, look-a here. Now, why would they release that? Because they know her book drops tomorrow. So it goes on and it says, Allison Holker's arrest video from 2018, which she was arrested for public intoxication and disorderly conduct, has finally been released. DailyMail.com has obtained an exclusive body cam video that shows her hurling explicitives at police officers and paramedics from Salt Lake City, Utah, after landing at SLC International Airport. Last month, the professional dancer sparked controversy after she accused her late husband, Stephen Twitch Boss, of drug addiction in an interview with People magazine to promote her new book, This Far, right? It goes on, Allison, 36, revealed she had learned about Stephen's drug addiction right after his funeral. The Ellen DeGeneres show DJ died by S-word on December 13th, 2022. She had uncovered a cornucopia, whatever, of drugs hidden inside a shoebox. Now, we talked about that 1,000 times. There is no way that as a wife living with a man for 1,000 years, that you just checked a closet and find a shoebox with drugs. There's no way. There's no way if I'm on drugs, I'm going to keep it in a shoebox right in my closet. That's the dumbest thing you can do. Children can get in there. A drug addict would not keep drugs in a box. So she's lying. She's lying. Let me get the proper pronunciation of that word.
Cornucopia.
Cornucopia. She had uncovered a cornucopia. Cornucopia. I got to find out what all of that is, fam. That's crazy. Here on Ringo TV Reactions, we're transparent. We don't act like we're educated like everybody else. Don't act like you knew what that was. Let's see what we got. I like to find out things. I don't want to be dumb and whatnot. But let me see. Hold on a second. Let me do this real fast. Okay. All right. Cornucopia. A symbol of plenty consisting of, well, that's not it. An abundant supply of goods, things of a specific kind. So based on context, what Allison wants us to believe that she found an abundant supply of drugs. We know that's a lie. And if she did find an abundant supply of drugs in a box, how come she didn't contact law enforcement? How come she didn't contact the police? Come on now. Let's ask the real questions. If you find an abundant supply of drugs in a closet after your husband died, you ain't gonna call the police? You ain't gonna turn it into law enforcement? So she just packed it up. Where'd she put it? Did she use it? Did she keep it for herself? Did she discard it in the trash? These are unanswered questions, guys. We got to know what's going on. So, let's see what else we got. Come on, this thing is blocking something on my video. You know how when you're reading stuff and it's like the screen, oh, all right, they disappeared. Okay, so she had uncovered a cornucopia of drugs hidden inside a shoebox in his shoe boxes. So more than one box. Shoe boxes. So he had shoe boxes of drugs, including mushrooms, pills, and other substances she had to look up on her phone. So really? So she wanted us to believe that she was looking up these items on her phone. But she didn't call the cops so they could come to the house to investigate this. Allison has not disclosed details of her past arrests where police found her to be very intoxicated. Now, this is why Daily Mail is putting this out, because of the hypocrisy. Because she outed, or should I say aired out, Twitch with these allegations that really we can't really confirm because he's not here to defend himself. So it's basically her word against no word. So they figure, you know what? Right is right, wrong is wrong. Let's air her out. Let's see. Allison Holker arrested in September 18th at the Salt Lake City International Airport for public intoxication and disorderly conduct. What else do we got? Okay. The arrest video, exclusively obtained by dailymail.com from September 14th, 2018, starts off, by Allison being confronted by airport staff, police, and paramedics after being found unconscious on her Delta flight. She rambles on, not making much sense, as she tells personnel, "I have family in other states. You guys know that I live here. You guys are fine without me. And I'm okay. I don't need people to tell me where I need to go or not. I'm okay as a person. As a female, I'm okay by myself. No, I don't have a connecting flight." Now notice she says I'm okay by myself, which means I don't need Twitch. I don't need anybody's help. You have to understand what she's doing here. She's independent, right? It goes on and it says, she then appeared to be flabbergasted as the staff tells her she had to be woken up upon landing. She responded, "Wake me up. I'm effing woke as effing F." As a police officer attempts to have paramedics take a look at her, she tells them, "You guys are crazy. I'm not unconscious. You know that I travel almost every single effing week over the week." So basically, she's like, look, I'm a celebrity. I'm a star. I travel all the time. Y'all know who I am. I'm Allison Holker. Right? So it goes on and it says, apparent confused as to why they're asking her questions. One of the police officers tells the Dancing with the Star alum, "You're not right in the brain," which prompt her to ask, "Oh my gosh, I had too much to drink? Are you effing serious? Why are you effing kidding me? I don't effing live here." This is how she's conducting herself, guys. So it goes on and it says, as she attempts to walk away. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Let me let this video here play without the audio. All right, let me let that play while I talk. Keep things animated, you know? It says, as she attempts to walk away with her carry-on luggage, tote bag, and a book, the cops and paramedics follow her and demand that she answer their simple questions, since they were concerned for her safety and were attempting to evaluate her. After being asked to answer the questions, Allison tells the cops, "You are so rude. I grew up here in Utah. I come here and visit my family in town. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy." The paramedics tell her she has to be taken to the hospital, but she refuses, gets emotional. They inform her that she's not acting normal, as she's causing a scene at one of the airport gates where less than 10 people. The time of her arrest was 11:30 p.m. when it wasn't so too crowded, are wondering what's going on. "Unless you can answer my questions, you are not fit to make decisions for yourself, and we need to take you to the hospital," the police tells her. Allison eventually sits down next to a random person who is blurred out in the video. She screams at the cops to not touch her stuff and demands they go away. She proceeds to call her husband, Stephen Twitch Boss, who most likely was in Los Angeles at the time where the couple lived. It goes on to say, she tells the late choreographer, I am being escorted out by security right now. I am effing freaking the F out. I was one of the first effing people off the plane. Quote. Allison puts Twitch on speaker so that he can communicate with the cops. They ask him if he's picking up his wife, and she replies, I told you I live here. I have family here. I'm not being picked up. Which is kind of interesting when you think about it, guys, because she said that she lived in Utah. That's what she said. And obviously Twitch wasn't picking her up. So it is what it is. You never know who she was out there to meet. She could have been out there to meet a man. Allegedly. You never know. That's why she probably was drunk. There's so many different things you can put together with this case. So the cops pretty much asked her, when the cops asked how she's getting home, instead of giving a straight answer, she tells them these are not normal questions for someone. Allison told cops not to touch her phone and tried to explain to Twitch, whose voice cannot be heard clearly in the video. Then she was being surrounded by 7 men and claims, I have done nothing. Cops told Twitch they have learned she ordered a glass of wine and she ended up spilling it all over herself. So she was so pissy drunk, guys. She was so pissy drunk that she ordered a glass of wine, trying to drink, and it just fell all over. So she most likely had several drinks. Right? So, okay. Then it goes on and it says, but Allison remembered it differently, saying, I knocked over the passenger's glass boarding the flight because I had my bag. After still not answering questions, such as what month it is or the day of the week, one paramedic comes over and takes her phone away as her husband, whom she married in December 13th, is still on speaker. So basically, once they realize that she's not answering basic questions like, what's the day of the week, what month we're in, she couldn't even answer those questions. That's how drunk she was. You know, it says that's when things escalated and cops begin to arrest her as she's now breaking down in tears and freaking out. It goes on to say, quote, oh my gosh, don't take my phone from me. You don't. Oh my God, Stephen. No. Oh my God. Oh my God, Stephen. Oh my God. Why are you guys doing this? I haven't done anything, she shouts as she's being escorted away from the gate. The cops informed her, you're being detained for public intoxication and disorderly conduct. She continues to repeat herself and shout, oh my God, this is insane. And I never had done anything. She questions, why? Guys, what did I do? Cops eventually take her away through an emergency door and to the cop's car. Before entering the car, she changes her story again, telling them, I came here for a baby shower just to see my friend's baby, and I was supposed to leave. That's the only reason why I'm here. Now, guys, let's stop there for a second and park the car. So she changed her story again. So maybe this is not about a baby shower. Maybe she was down there to see a man. Maybe she was down there to possibly meet the killer. Allegedly, of course. Because we know Twitch was in California, right? So obviously she was out here traveling alone. And you never know what she was doing. You really never know. You never know who she was meeting up with. But she changed the story. She was not out there for no baby shower. Because if you were, you would have went with someone. She went alone. And normally when women travel alone, it's because they got somebody they got to see. A date, a man, somebody in question, a rendezvous. You understand? And she got caught. So if you ask me, her getting drunk was her pretty much, I guess, getting herself ready for the night. You know? That's what she was doing. She was getting herself ready for some action. So, let me see what else we got. Okay. Before entering the car, she changes her story again, telling them, I came here for a baby shower just to see my friend's baby, and I was supposed to leave. That's the only reason why I'm here. DailyMail.com has reached out to Allison Holker's rep for comment. The police report, exclusively obtained by DailyMail.com, shares similar details. They noted in the report that she was very intoxicated, that they quickly smelled a strong odor of alcohol and observed she had bloodshot and glossy eyes. Telling you guys, this is something that Twitch had to deal with. And, you know, she tried to come across as if though she's this great woman, but the truth is she's a very toxic woman. It goes on and it says, they also noted that she resisted arrest and that when a search was performed on her, she was not recorded in the video. She appeared to have a difficult time standing up straight. She almost lost her balance and fell backwards at one point. The investigation continued at the police station, where police made several more attempts to help Allison understand what was going on, but she was not responding in a rational manner and was not able to answer questions appropriately. She eventually gave police her mother's phone number, and after making contact with her mom, the Utah native, was eventually released and charged with public intoxication and disorderly conduct around 4 a.m. on September 15, 2018. However, she was also taken to jail because of her continued belligerent behavior and unwillingness to cooperate. As I was preparing to transport her to jail, I made one last attempt to explain to her what needed to be accomplished in order to release her. She decided to listen and cooperate with her release procedures, the police stated. They concluded Allison turned a routine and simple evaluation by medical staff into a volatile and tumultuous incident that caused much public alarm. Now think about that. They just went over there to do a simple check, see if she's okay, and she just went crazy and caused a big scene. And this is the same woman that had a nerve to say that Twitch was on drugs, right? It goes on and it says the mom of three's arraignment was scheduled on September 28, but she failed to appear. So a warrant for her arrest was issued on October 2nd. After there was no activity with the case for 3 years, a notice of order to show cause of cases with agent pre-adjudication warrants was filed in Salt Lake County. So there's even more drama with this, where she was supposed to show up but didn't. They sent out a warrant for her arrest. Allison's warrant was recalled and the case was ultimately dismissed on October 20th, 2021. The author of the upcoming memoir, This Far, My Story of Love, Loss, and Embracing the Light, which will be released on February 4th. I told you earlier that her book released on the 4th of February, which is today, because it's after 12 a.m. in the morning in North Carolina. So it goes on and says, has received a lot of backlash after releasing private journal entries from Boss past, including a part in which he suggests he was sexually abused by a male during his childhood, which is kind of shocking and sad. I mean, why would a wife, a widow who loves her husband, would release shocking details of her late husband being essayed by a man, knowing that would cause a lot of questions? Why would she release that to the public? You got to think about that. Nasty work, right? So it goes on and it says, a source told dailymail.com that Boss family is fired up and won't be sitting back much longer. They also are furious that they were not given an advance copy of the book. Now, in my initial reports, guys, I made it very clear that there is no way that the Boss family have a copy of the book because they were not talking with one another. They were beefing the whole time. Even before the book was released, they already had issues. Because remember, Miss Holker daughter confirmed that when she said that they were arguing and fighting at the funeral after they signed the NDA, which is a voluntary action when you really think about it. Because if everybody in Boss family signed the NDA, then I don't understand how could they claim they signed it under duress. You know, I doubt that, because in order for you to sign that under duress, it would have to be a situation where it's like you were forced and you were very emotional. But it seems as though they knew what they were getting into before they signed. Because why would you sign an NDA to begin with? It didn't even make no sense. And everybody in the family had to do it. So not one of them were smart enough to say, wait a minute, I'm not signing this. They all did. They didn't protest because they got something in return, allegedly. Because normally when you sign these things, you get something in return. Normally compensation, some sort of monetary, reward or some sort to keep everything within confidence. So it goes on and it says, in response to the backlash, Allison released a statement in which she stressed her own intentions in writing a 240 page memoir was for the people to catch some of the red flags that I miss before it's too late. My hope is that we don't need to lose another husband, brother, father, or friend to S-word. Y'all know what that is. She wrote via her Instagram story in January, which is no longer there, by the way. I believe that if Stephen were able to choose, he would choose to have his story told if it meant saving even one life. I disagree, because why would Stephen want his story to be told if he never told it? He would have told it himself while he was alive. Instead, they want you to believe that he took himself out. That doesn't sound like a strong man. The only way Stephen would want his story to be told is if he was murdered. If Stephen took his own life, then he's a coward. Do you see how that play out? You got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, if Stephen took his own life, he's a coward. He would not want his story to be told because nobody would take him serious. Who would take a man serious if he took his own life? He would be weak, a coward, selfish, because he got kids, right? So by the pure fact that that's what she want to say, that's her doing that. That's not Twitch that's doing that. Twitch is not the one that's putting out his information. She's trying to get rich off of him because she really don't have nothing. It goes on and it says, my hope is that we don't need to lose another husband, brother, father, or friend to S-word, she wrote via her Instagram story in January. I believe that if Stephen were able to choose, he would choose to have his story told if it meant saving even one life. Much love to all those who have supported our family these many years. Allison said she'll be donating all the proceeds of the book to her mental health focused foundation, Moved with Kindness, which she started in Stephen's honor. It's interesting to me how Everything is being started in Stephen's honor. Everything that they talk about is always Stephen honor. We even seen this with Manny Cross, where he talked about, yeah, you know, I started this studio and we're going to honor Stephen by popping balloons or releasing balloons, and how they trying to raise $1 million to start some films because Stephen is part owner or whatever of some sort of studio. All of that is just self-indulgent, where they're just trying to enrich themselves by clout chasing off of Twitch's name. And Allison is doing the same. This is what they've been doing for a long time. It goes on and says, it is unclear if she includes any details of her 2018 arrest in her memoir. That's some good sarcasm right there. I'm telling you, man, white folk, they good at sarcasm. Shout out to white folk for being the #1 experts on how to properly be sarcastic. You gotta love it, fam. That last line right there, it says, it is unclear if she included any details of her 2018 arrest in the memoir. In other words, what the Daily Mail is saying is, look, guys, we decided to release this now, just in case it's not in the memoir. We want it to be in your memory. That's right. This is sad, man. So it is very evident and clear, ladies and gentlemen, that Twitch was murdered. Twitch was murdered, I personally believe, by the wife. I don't care what nobody say. The wife is guilty. And we're going to need a full investigation. We need somebody from law enforcement to look into this case, open back up the case, and investigate Allison. We need Allison to be investigated because she had to take out Twitch. She's an alcoholic. Most likely she uses drugs, allegedly. Again, Manny is Stephen's fake friend. We already uncovered that he's a fraud. Don't ever take that man serious, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, mark my words. Do not take him serious. We'll be doing part 3, possibly later on in the morning. You know how I do my late shows until I get situated with the studios. You know, sometimes I got to do content either way, so I might do them when you're probably asleep or whatever the case is. Some of y'all never sleep. You know, some of y'all never sleep, but we're going to do part 3 of that. But again, this is breaking news. You know, this is breaking news. They released this tape. Like I said, we were in the YouTube streets walking around, just minding our business. And, you know, I saw this on Mail News, YouTube. They published this and I was like, wow, this is good. And I just finished doing my live stream. I was like ready to go do something else, relax a little bit, get something to eat. And once I saw that, I said, I gotta get back online. So they did this strategically on purpose, you know, to kind of give the public something to talk about. So I'm really grateful for that. You know, it's good for content. So what we're gonna do before we end the stream, we're gonna bring it back to the top so that you folks can see everything in its detail, right? So let me turn down the music now. Let me turn the music down. We're gonna roll the tape again for those of you that are now joining in. If you haven't already, we got 800 people in the building. Be so kind to click that like button. We need the likes to go up. If the likes are not going up, YouTube is not going to share the video. You know, that means that I'm doing a horrible job and YouTube just not going to release the video to the public. So you got to click that like button, ladies and gentlemen. When you come over here to the platform, understand this is the best reactionary video channel on YouTube. Number 1, it is what it is, right? But we need you to hit that like button. It's very important that you do that. As soon as you come in, just hit the like button, right? So let's look at the tape. Let's play the tape. Let's go.
I have kids in other states. I have family in other states. You guys know that I live in here. But you guys are fine without me. And people tell me where I need to go or not, I'm okay as a person by myself. As a female, I'm okay by myself. We understand that. I told 2 people before her, I was fine. Wake me up. I'm woke as I was one of the first people off that flight.
As you can see, they're getting her things off. They're trying to, organize the situation. She's being very hostile, causing staff. And, they don't play at airports. If there's any place you don't want to act up, guys, it's at the airport. Don't do it, please. It's not going to work for you. They have zero tolerance for bullshit. They'll be on your tail real quick because they're on high alert. So, white privilege don't work at the airport. You can forget about that. They don't care who you are. You start acting up, especially if you're drunk, they ain't playing that mess, right? That's the last place you want to act up at is at the airport. And law enforcement at the airport is not playing with you. I'm letting you know right now, they are not playing with you. They're on high alert. With all the stuff going on in the world today, I don't blame them. So cooperate. When they tell you you can only have this and that in a bag, make sure your bag is properly packed. Don't be carrying a bunch of stuff you don't have no business carrying. Watch some damn YouTube videos to know how to properly pack a bag because, they may look in your bag, find something that for you, it might be normal, but they'll get suspicious and be like, why is this in your bag? And why you ain't say nothing? Now all of a sudden they holding you, you end up missing your flight, all sorts of crazy stuff, man.
You told them. You could have waked me up for a fight. You want to say that again? I could wake you up.
So how are you getting home? Are you going home now or connecting? What are you doing?
I was unconscious.
No, you're not. How much have you had to drink? It's not registering.
Oh my god, how much have I to drink?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Why are you shitting me?
I want to get you home to where your destination is.
I don't live here.
Okay, where are you going then? Let's get you to
Go away.
But you're not saying it. Where do you need to be right now?
What do you mean?
Are you getting a connection flight or are you going to some destination? You got to answer our questions.
She's walking away from law enforcement. Walking away from law enforcement, guys. Imagine this. They trying their best to help her. And she don't want to listen. Her kids are home. They're young. They're small. She's out in the street drunk. Remember, it's 2018. So if you do the math and you calculate how old her kids were, they were small. They were small, guys. Man. My eldest daughter, I can remember when she was born. And when I look at how she's drunk out there, her kids were still small. This is not an isolated situation. This is something she did all the time. She was drunk all the time. Cop trying to give her a break, trying to de-escalate the situation. But she figured, you know what? I'm white. What are you doing? I'm Allison Holker. I'm a star. I travel all the time. Y'all know who I am. Give me a break. They're like, look, man, this is an airport. We're not playing these games with you. It doesn't matter who you are. You're drunk. We need you to cooperate. The worst thing, guys, is a drunk woman. I'm going to tell you. There are two kind of women I don't like to deal with. One is a woman that's an alcoholic. Another is a woman who smokes. Can't deal with that mess, bro. Can't deal with it. It's just something I just cannot stand, bro. Because a woman that's just drunk, she's capable of killing you. She's capable of killing you, bro. She can do damage when she's drunk. Right?
That's so rude.
No,
Oh my God, I do not have any.
Why do you think we're still in your
Oh my
business?
God.
Because
Oh my God, I have nothing.
Listen up.
I am.
We can get rude.
I am not being rude. I haven't done anything. This is my bad.
We need you to answer a few questions before we can let you go.
I grew up here in Utah. I come here to visit my family in
You know what
town.
month it is? I'm going to have to take you to the hospital unless you can answer my
What do you
question.
mean you're in the hospital?
You're not acting normal, Dave.
He said, you're not acting normal. You're not acting normal. You're going crazy. She crashing out, making a scene. You know, then she want to call Twitch on the phone. And the sad thing is, man, from when Twitch got that phone call, I know that's not the first time he got that phone call, guys. There have been many other phone calls, man. It's just that it wasn't caught on tape.
I don't want you guys to hear any of my stuff. Go away, please. I am, yes, who am I?
Can we
I
talk
have
to him?
people's food.
Hello. Hi, are you coming to pick up your wife? Okay, where is she flying to? Okay. Does she live here?
I'm sorry, why do I live here now?
We're trying to help you get there, wherever
I
there
am-
is.
This is right here. I told you. This is the first I told you that. I live, my family is here.
Hard questions instead of arguing.
See, at this point, you know, the paramedic guys, they're like, look, man, we're tired of this BS, man. We're just going to take things and do what we got to do because this woman clearly is out of her mind.
Answer some simple questions, you'll be on your way.
I told you I live here. I have family here.
Or we got to go.
I'm not being picked up here. What do you these are not normal questions for someone.
It's not normal for people to
No.
argue with the simple questions.
These are not normal questions for someone to have a plea.
You've been unconscious on your flight.
I am not unconscious.
You were
Oh my.
difficult to wake up. And we're just concerned about
I
you.
was okay. No, babe, this is insane. I was not.
And see, this is what Twitch had to deal with every day, man. Every day, Twitch had to struggle with this crazy woman in the house drinking, possibly popping pills, mollies, and drugs and all sorts of stuff. And this is what he had to deal with, y'all. This is what Twitch had to deal with. And now he gone, and she busy airing him out. Now look what happened. Daily Mail pretty much exposed her now. Put out the tapes. See, it's something about the tapes. It's one thing to see something in writing. That's one thing. But man, when they bring out the tapes speaks louder. And this is why Manny is a fraud, because he released a tape with some audio with Allison, but then he teased the public with a video claiming he's going to release it, and he never did. He said he's going to release it after a week or two and didn't deliver on his promise. So you can't take him serious anymore. He's a fraud.
Talk to him.
No, take your hands. You cannot touch my phone. Weaker a month? What do you mean?
The simple things that we can establish that she's oriented enough to make rational decisions.
I'm on the phone with my husband. I clearly called my husband. I clearly made a rational decision. I was able to call my husband.
You got Sarge over there talking to the other officer. You know it's time. Once you see Sarge come in, he's like, you know what? Just take her in, man. Just wrap this up. We don't got time to be playing with this woman now. We got to clean this up. This is just a major disturbance. Airports don't like stuff like this. They normally like to clean this type of stuff up fast. If you ever seen an incident in an airport, they normally wrap it up real quick. Like it's in and out. As soon as they see you acting up, they just grab your ass, pack you up real quick, escort you to some other room and clean it up, let everything get back to normal. Because the last thing they need is some weirdo up in there acting a fool.
I clearly know that Friday night I took a night rest. No, you don't take my phone. No, don't take my phone from me. You don't. That was true. Oh my God, Steven, no. You just forced me for my phone. No, don't force me.
Stand up.
No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Steven, I'm being forced. Steven, oh my God. Steven, what are you gonna do me?
Notice how she's crying out for Steven. You see that? She's crying out for Steven because she's getting arrested. But yet, after Steven died, she was not crying out like that. Ain't that something? You ain't gonna see no YouTubers clip that and do a reaction to that. Think about what I just said. She's crying out, begging, and Steven, all that other stuff. She didn't cry out like that when he died. She didn't. She ain't cry out like that. Instead, she act like, oh, he was on drugs and he did this and he did that. That's what she want you to do. That's what she want you to think. And she had no tears, no nothing in her eyes, nothing. Ain't that sad? Let's go.
I haven't done anything. Oh my God. Oh my God. I haven't done anything.
Okay, you're being detained for public intoxication
I'm not.
and disorderly
Oh my God.
conduct, okay?
I am not. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm not.
Look at her face, guys. That right there is the face of a killer. I don't know why Twitch got with her, but I think he made a mistake. And I think he possibly was in too deep. And he probably knew she was crazy. And he tried his best to keep her happy. But when she did these things, he couldn't control her. You got to understand what I'm saying here, guys. Because there's a lot of toxic relationships where men are in relationships like this, where they got a woman who, when she get alcohol in her system, she goes crazy. And the man tries his best to keep her happy, keep her away from certain people, because she'll go back into her bad habits. And this is not the first time she had any sort of issue with alcohol and whatnot. This is why Twitch normally just wanted to stay home. She normally was in the street because he couldn't deal with her, man. He couldn't control her. She's out of control. And this video serves as a testimony of the true nature of Allison. This is the true nature of Allison. And this is just sad, man. This is like really, really nasty work right here. Disgusting that a mother, a wife is out here doing this evil. Ain't that crazy? It's not right. It's not right. And now that Twitch is not here, he can't defend herself. And she's making millions off of a book. And the kids are going to be brainwashed into believing lies. Matter of fact, she's teaching them to forget about their father right now. Remember, we reviewed the interview. In the interview, she said that she don't want her children to be recognized by Twitch anymore. Meaning, when you see their children, you don't want nobody to talk about Twitch. You want you to focus on the individual child now. But that's dumb. Anytime people see the kids, they're going to always think of Twitch. You know? She's a very evil, selfish woman. And she needs to be exposed, arrested, and charged with the murder of Stephen Twitch Boss, because Stephen Twitch Boss was murdered. It's going to come up, ladies and gentlemen. Somehow, some way, it's going to come to the light. It always do. Twitch will have justice. And I'm telling you, this woman is guilty. There is no way. There is no way that Twitch took his life. She knows. She was a part of it, guys. That's why she never wanted there to be an investigation. She never fought for Twitch. How could you be a wife and love that man and go with the narrative that he took his life? You should know him enough to know he wouldn't do such a thing. But she went with it because that was the point. The point was for it to look like he took his life. Trust me, man. Listen, women like her are pure evil, guys. They have no empathy, man. None. They have no soul. They would kill their husband and walk away and go drink and act like nothing ever happened.
Oh, these are simple questions. I have never done anything. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Take her to jail.
Don't make it worse. Keep walking. Go.
No, guys, I haven't done anything. Oh my god, I didn't do anything.
Got her.
Now, what I'm hoping, man, is that because Daily Mail published this, right? They got the tapes. What I'm actually hoping for with this entire situation, guys, is that the word get out there. Because, again, this is why I do these videos, in hopes that these other mainstream media spots can put out info, release tapes, release emails and other information so that the word can get out there so that they can reopen the case. This is how it's going to open up. You listen, you have to have stuff like this released to make the people at the top that make these decisions look at the case and be like, wait a minute now. If she's doing this, do you think it's possible she could have killed that man? I mean, how could she say she found drugs and this and that, but she have a history of being drunk? Is she on drugs? Have anybody ever done a test on Allison to find out if she's always sober? There needs to be an investigation. If they look into it, they're going to find what they need to find. We just need her to get locked up and put in prison because I know she did it. I know she did it already. She knows that. Allison Holker, she know who I am. She watched the videos. Trust me, she's afraid of Ringo TV because Ringo TV already solved the case. All we need is for there to be an internal investigation, reopen the case. Let's get the information from the motel that Twitch was at. Let's look at all the phone records of Allison Holker, all her text messages, emails, voicemails, any communication she had with anybody 5 months before the death of Steven Twitch Boss. Let's look at Manny Cross, cell phone records, email records. Let's look at any of the brothers that Twitch have, cousins, anybody. Let's look at all of their records. Anybody of Twitch's associates. We got to do an internal investigation, a full investigation of all these people. Got to bring everybody in for questioning because we need to find out who murdered him because he didn't take his life. Anybody that believes Twitch took his life is a damn fool. You know, somebody got video. There's video somewhere. Look, think about all the stores that Twitch had to pass to go to the motel. Nobody got any footage? Come on, man. They did a dirty job with Twitch's case. A dirty job. They got the resources to find out what went down. They just closed the book on it because somebody at the top was working with Allison and they cleaned this thing up real fast, man. How could a man that popular, a man that made the world smile, want to kill himself? There's no real motive. There's no real reason. But now everybody's trying to paint him as a negative man that was depressed, essayed when he was young, had sexual relations with a man, did drugs. Like, look at all the dirt that's being thrown on his name now that he's dead, y'all. Come on, man. Somebody doing him dirty, man. Somebody doing him dirty, man. And it's not right. It's not right at all.
I came here for a baby shower just to see my friend's baby. And I was supposed to leave the same night.
Now, she said she was there to do a baby shower. That needs to be investigated. It needs to be a full investigation to go back into 2018 and find out, based on that flight, the time, who was she meeting during that time, to see if she was in fact going to a baby shower. Because for all we know, she was going to see another man. She could have been allegedly cheating on Twitch the whole time. Even from 2018, she could have been cheating. You know?
That's the only reason.
And they tried to help her. They tried to let her go and giving her an opportunity to make it right. But she didn't want to go. And it's just sad, man. So we're going to cover more of this story, guys. More tapes are going to come out eventually. You know, what's done in the dark eventually come to the light. You know, now that her book is released, after Twitch's family failed to stop that from happening, she's making a ton of money. Manny protected her the whole time. He could have released the tapes and Allison would have been exposed, but Manny decided to protect Miss Holker because he allegedly got paid under the table. They always take payments under the table, guys. Happens all the time. You know, a lot of these people on social media, man, they're easy to buy. Just get them a few dollars, they'll be a friend. You know, just like Daily Mail released that tape, Manny could have released the phone call he had with her, and we would have reviewed the tape. Even though we don't trust him, he could have at least tried to redeem himself to at least put out the tapes so that the public could see, like, damn, at least Manny put out the tapes. He might be a fraud, but hey, at least he put out the tapes. But nah, he kept the tapes intact to protect Miss Holker from being judged. You know, and it's sad. You know, it's really, really sad that he's working with her. But we're going to get up on out of here, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping by. If you like the content, be sure to subscribe. Click the notification bell for more. Yeah, we're going to continue to talk about this, definitely. We want to see what Miss Holker got to say about this, because this is definitely going to get her attention. She's definitely going to respond to this one. She have to, because the Daily Mail put it out and it's public record. So she can't play none of that nonsense, right? Like she's doing with the Boss family. Yeah. So we're going to get up on out of here, man. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's an old tape, but it's still news. It's newsworthy because Allison has portrayed herself as Miss Perfect, but clearly this receipt don't lie. Public intoxication is a serious thing, and it's being brought to the light. So now you be the judge. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the stream. And let's continue this conversation. Justice for Stephen Twitch Boss. Rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. All right? So peace and blessings to everybody. Y'all have a good night. And it is what it is. We'll catch you later on with more content. Ringo TV Reactions. The #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. Hands down. We out of here. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw
and uncut. I'm out. Peace.